Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. And today we're talking about what stocks I will be selling out of and no longer be touching. And I hear you saying, but Sean, all you do is sit there recording, drinking a cup of tea. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, if you enjoy any of today's video, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps get the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified of any new videos. If you're looking for a free app to be able to trade with, there's links down below to a few of them. You'll get a free share if you use a link, sign up and deposit some money. Now on with the show. The reason I'm selling out of these is because these industries are supposed to be cyclical, and recently they've proven they aren't. We've had, each time there's a disaster, they shut down. We've had lots of disasters recently from 2001 to that date. They've, had ash clouds, we've had planes crashing, we've had planes going missing. Today there's a plane crash in Pakistan. And, all these, and now this virus. And each time they have each time something like this happens, we end up with the share price tanking. And I hear you saying, but Sean, it keeps coming back. And yes, it does. But when it comes back after a long while, and to tell the truth, it's easier to stay out of it and go into something else. It's not worth the hassle anymore. So here, the reward isn't worth the risk, because we all know with the way the environment is going, and yes, I hear the argument, the environment has improved because of the virus, and there's been less emissions because of the virus, but we all know once everyone gets out there, all the factories are up and running again, we'll be pumping oil, we'll be burning oil, we'll be putting more CO2 into the atmosphere as fast as we can, and we'll be putting that hole back in the ozone layer as fast as we've repaired it. So, as the great Warren Buffett said, there'll be another disaster coming soon. So, these are the industries that I'm out of. Travel, hospitality and leisure. And when I say hospitality and leisure, I'm not talking about the kind of JD Sports leisure. I'm talking about hotels. And I understand it seems a bit hypocritical being that I'm in MGM Resorts. I'm considering taking a profit on that and selling out of it. I was going to stay in, but it's gone up 25%. Considering taking a profit and coming out of it, or as soon as it hits my price point that I said to you guys, I may come out then, but whatever, so I will be coming out of it. Now, The next one I'm looking at is car production. I went into Ford and I will get a 20% profit on that. I've taken that profit and I've come out of it, I think, and because I took the 20% profit, they've had to close down the factory. They've come back down again. I was considering going back into Ford because I think once all their factories are open and they start churning out cars again, they could go back up to $10 a share. The problem is, if a second wave hits, if another disaster hits, it could do. And I think, well, I said it before, I think Ford and GM are missing the trick right now. I said the sensible thing for them to do, they've received all this money for junk bonds from the government. They're acting as if it's going to be business as usual. They're going to be churning out cars from now till doomsday. They need to use some of that money that they've been given to invest in the EV market. There's plenty of EV producers that can't afford to go on a global stage. You have NIO who have nailed it, ePeng who have nailed it in China. They can't afford to go out into the world stage. NIO are very ridiculously cheap right now. You could buy them out. You don't want to buy them out? They need cash. You go, you offer them a licensing deal. Their technology is to be used in the US market and Europe. They're not using it in US and Europe, are they? So you offer them half of the money you've been given by the government. They have sold 15% of the company's IP and created a new company for a couple of billion. So you think they're not going to agree to a partnership with Ford where they don't give away any of their company, they just allow Ford or GM exclusive rights to USA and Europe, say for the next 50, 100 years, on condition that they pay $4 billion up front. You know, I mean, it just seems I think to do. And then Ford will have, or GM will have the know-how to challenge in the car market with Tesla, and it will, of course, they will only be challenging Tesla's EV market. They won't be challenging the solar market or SpaceX and all the other markets that Tesla go in. I still think it is a missed trick by them. But then I thought Ford selling Range Rover and all the other companies for like 2 times, 3 times what their earnings were was a missed trick. But still, these guys are meant to be more intelligent than me. I'm just someone who didn't go to university, didn't go to college, just finished secondary school. But trust me, if you went to my secondary school, that was considered a success. Whereas if you want to let me know in the comments box if you agree with my decision and what markets you are pulling out of. But the leisure and hospitality, I'm talking about hotels, I'm talking about travel, you know. I was considering going into moneysupermarket.com because that's fairly cheap, a discount right now, obviously, but no, because again that gets hit by the travel industry, and even though a lot of it will be comparing car insurance and life insurance and things like that, so it's well diverse, I still think it's hypocritical because it's still built on the back of the travel industry. Now, I would like to know your comments. I do read them all, I do respond to them all. Are there any industries that you are steering clear from? They do say that the tech industry and healthcare industries are the future now. I have my preferred stocks in there. I always say that you should always set out how you want your portfolio to go. Should be 10 to 20% spec stocks. You should have 5% in something like gold, silver, oil, or, you know, platinum. Some people even have it in like nuclear products, yeah. So you like uranium, and that's fine if that's what they're into. But and then the other 75%, you should have some in property and the rest in diverse portfolio. Now the property could be a REIT, or it could be in property real estate itself. Now I do both. I have 2 properties. I have one which I let my parents stay in. I have free of charge. I have one which I rent up north. As well as that, I have a couple of REITs. I have gone through REITs before, and I do think REITs are a good idea. They're a good dividend payer. I have a couple of what I call property shares that aren't REITs. They're companies that deal with property, but also have other things on their books as well. There's also things like Barrett's and Taylor Wimpey. I'd like to know what you guys have in your portfolio, how your portfolio's managed out. Obviously, a large amount of mine is through tech, healthcare, and I have a couple of shares in the defence sector, as you know, but I consider that to be a tech play. But I have some in the logistical market. Those who know me will know why. But don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.